The battle for playoff places intensifies here this weekend. I'm George Riley. This is Touchline. Hello again, welcome to Super League Touchline. This is the newly named John Smith Stadium and our eyes are on Bradford and Huddersfield this Sunday. Both sides desperate for a top 8 place. All the big match preview on the way, plus this lot. Two giants of the game meet up for dinner. Hull FC step up to the Ocky. Top 5 tries takes in the best from round 24. And all the build-up to the Giants versus the Bulls. Now these two are truly modern greats of rugby league, and next weekend they'll be ripping into each other at Wembley. This week though, they were sharing dinner and sharing Challenge Cup memories.
My first memory would have been the coach trips from Stanley, being the amateur rugby club taking us down every 6 in the morning, with Dad drunk on the bus, and me eating Space Invaders, and Wigan winning all the time. And I remember the Wigan Cast final really well. And I remember, Jamie Sands, who scored 2 tries. Remember
the little winger,
the original kid. And then I remember one year the fencing all the way around, and Wigan brought the trophy round. I managed to touch the trophy, and I was like, my fingers through the wires, and I was like chuffed on the way home. It's unbelievable.
It's a dream for the kid, isn't it?
Yeah. The new Wembley, like losing for Wigan, I think I was more taken back by just playing, the new Wembley, and then now this year I want to have a good crack at trying to win it.
Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah.
Missing Mags is like a big loss for us. You know that. You played with Mags and against him, and you don't replace that kind of player. So you're even more Red Hot favourites than you were before now.
9 games.
We're looking forward to it. It's good to be playing. One of the good things for me is that I know if we win, it'll be great for us. But if you win, it'll be good for you and like Gaz Carvel and other people I'm mates with as well. And Tony, Tony coached me, so I'm not begrudging the win. It's good to go into a final sometimes. People will be happy anyway. So obviously we want to win, but if you win, I'm not going to be like.
Yeah, no, same here. We'll be trying our best to win it, but I still got a real soft spot for the Leeds club as a whole. It was my first club, and still got good mates there, like yourself. So, but I think the fact I don't think you can read too much into favourites and all that kind of thing. Like last year, if you look at the form Warrington showed. When we played Hughes in the playoffs, we were red hot favourites at home, and you've done a job on us. So I think the form book can be throughout the window. It's just who gets it right on the day, really. So
I think it'd be a good game either way, won't it?
They normally are between Warrington and Leeds. So it's a case of who gets it right on the day. Leeds have nicked our hotel as well. When we had success in 09 and 10, Leeds have nicked the hotel. So
it's a toss of the coin, that.
We're having a good hotel, let's have that one.
We're travelling
But no, it's a fantastic occasion, and it's great to win it, obviously. But just getting to Wembley is an amazing achievement, and everyone enjoys it. Don't get me wrong, they'll enjoy it more if they win, but I think all the players and families enjoy the weekend away anyway.
And just probably one last thing from me is that I think last year was the first time I put forward one Lance Todd in about 25 years, and I hope one of us wins it next time. It's going to continue with that.
Here, JP, yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing the two guys crashing into each other on the hallowed turf of Wembley. Plenty of Super League action to cram in before then, of course. Speaking of which, here's top 5. Number 5 this week, this from Adam Milner. That's one tackle broken. Plenty of support, doesn't need it. Great dummy, great finish. Number 4's not too bad either. Wasn't a great deal to cheer for Widnes at Headingley, but this was some finish from Stefan Marsh. Sat down Zach Hardacre and scored under the posts. At 3, how about this burst of pace from Francis Melly? Great step as well. And a bit of intelligence to send in Tony Puletua from close range. This wasn't bad either from the Rhinos, Ian Kirk. There's the captain Kevin Sinfield, Harlem Globetrotters. Great little kick from Maguire. And you-know-who with the finish, Ryan Hall. Pick of the bunch though this week. How about this from the Wakefield Wildcats? Ben Cockayne gets us underway with a terrific return from inside his own in goal. And then how about this for teamwork? Sykes involved, Ali Lautiti still with the skills and the offload, and Lee Smith still has the pace and the steps to go past Melly and score in the corner, the top try. Hull FC are chasing down a top 4 Super League finish, but could they nail a double top? We gave them a dartboard and a set of arrows to find out.
You've been having a go against some of the Hull players. How do they do?
Yeah, not too good, unfortunately. They've obviously realised that it's not as easy as it looks. You watch it on TV, the treble looks massive, and the guys like myself and Phil Taylor and the rest of them seem to put it in the treble as easy as pie, and it's not like that. It's not as easy as that.
As dart players, they make very good rugby league players. Very embarrassed, I think they were.
So you're glad their performance today on the pitch was a bit better than it was at the hockey?
Yeah, look, it was a terrific performance today, and it's good to be able to let your hair down and have a couple of beers and enjoy the win and have a bit of fun at the same time.
It goes quiet behind you, I think, is it Will?
Horney's
up there.
Horney's on now.
And what do you make of his darts? Have you heard much?
Oh, I just heard that he got 22 for his first 3 darts, and I think that's our highest score tonight for any player throwing 3 darts. So it tells you how we go. And he's up against 180.
Whole man of the match tonight.
I think you could have it. I think you donated to charity the man of the match tonight.
Right, let's start building up to the big game then. Always fierce West Yorkshire derbies between Huddersfield and Bradford. And plenty at stake this weekend as well. Not only the 2 Super League points, but the battle for places in the end of season playoffs as well. The top 8, Luke Robinson, Brett Ferris here. It's a big one this, Luke, isn't it, in terms of that fight to get in the 8?
Yeah, obviously there's a few places up for grabs still. There's a fair few teams, wanting to get in that lower end of the playoff sort of position. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. And obviously Bradford have hit a lot of form recently, but so have we. So it all bodes well for a good game.
What do you think you can get out of this season now, Luke? Because you started absolutely brilliant. You're on fire, the Giants at the start of the season, and then kind of inexplicably you just had a really horrible run, which has culminated in all this change, and now perhaps there's a chance to save the season in a way. Yeah,
I think we've got to take a little bit of what happened last year. Obviously, it was generally the top 2 sides. I think Bradford had done it once from 3rd, but then last year Leeds coming from 5th. It shows that if you go into the playoffs with the sort of right attitude and you start picking up a little bit of momentum and get key players back on board, that anything can happen. And that's the viewpoint we're looking at it from at the moment. We're just thinking about, obviously we're not looking too far in the future. I don't think we've been playing that well yet. We're just trying to build a little bit of momentum, gain a little bit of confidence, and like you say, once we're in the playoffs, anything could happen.
And what about playing Bradford? Because I mean, we mentioned Huddersfield and the tough season you've had, but Bradford just on a completely different scale. How they've got through that, but on the pitch, they're getting it together, aren't they, this year?
Yeah, it's really good to see, to be honest. Obviously going through the ringer outside of the pitch, and it's really worrying. It's not nice. They got paid a bit late this week and stuff like that, and it's really disappointing. But it shows what a strong group of characters they've got there, and they're working hard together. And they've thought, right, let's get on and crack on, and they found themselves in a good position. Obviously they got the points as well, and they're still in the mix. So if they wouldn't have got that, it'd have been a cracking season for Bradford, really. But they're working hard, and as the lads do, they pull together and continue to work with each other, and I'm sure they'll be fine. And
it's not only brought the Bulls together, it's actually brought Rugby League together, hasn't it? A lot of people thinking, wow, if that can happen to Bradford, that could happen to any of us.
Yeah, well, from the player standpoint, they seem to have created a little bit of a siege mentality, and it's galvanised them really as the things going off the field. But it has brought Super League together, and I think Super League stood up, and obviously during the economic times at the moment, I think not only Rugby League but sport in general and every other sort of walk of life, people are going through hard times. So, but I think it's been great how Super League have all stood together, and we are such a minority sport that we haven't got another 1,000 clubs waiting to step in, and an Iranian businessman or wherever they're from wanting to buy clubs. So we have to we do have to stick together, and we have to try and help each other out. And it's been great to see from the whole Super League standing together.
And a final word on the game this week. I mean, it's big in terms of the places in the playoffs. Can you see the end of the season both Huddersfield and Bradford making the 8?
Yeah, possibly. I know there's a late push from Wakefield as well, but from a Huddersfield perspective, we just want to crack on now and, like Robbo says, get some form and momentum going into the playoffs. And obviously there's still the home title for grabs as well, so if we work hard and keep working on what we're doing, and I'm sure we can get that as well.
Well, we wish you well. Have a great game this weekend. And same to the Bradford Bulls, should be as fierce a West Yorkshire derby as they tend to be. All the reaction to all the Super League games, of course, up on the Super League website after the weekend. And we'll see you very soon.